Despite the progress that was being made in the 17th and 18th centuries, society still grappled with ignorance, fear, and injustice, leaving a persistent shadow over its progress. During this period, many people, including Christians, believed that witches could gain dark powers from the devil and use these powers to cause chaos and spread fear. For over 3 centuries, this dark shadow has been part of American history. Hello and welcome back to Terrifying Tales and Haunted Locations. Today we travel to Massachusetts and to the cold winter of 1692, where rumors escalated into accusations, stirring fear and panic in the small colonial village of Salem. Salem Village was a small community within Salem town that had its own unique character unlike the rest of Salem. The village consisted of poor farmers who worked hard on the land, trying to make a living from the rough terrain. The villagers' daily struggles and hardships influenced the village's economy, social structure, and overall atmosphere, making it quite different from its neighboring towns. The Salem Witch Trials started when 2 young girls, 9-year-old Betty Paris and 11-year-old Abigail Williams, accused several women in Salem Village of being witches. They claimed these women had cast cruel spells on them, causing both physical and mental harm. Among the accused were Tituba, a Caribbean woman accused by Betty, the daughter of the family who enslaved her, Abigail, the niece from the same family, Sarah Good, a homeless beggar, and Sarah Osborne, who lived in poverty. The girls started acting strangely, screaming, throwing things, and twisting their bodies in impossible ways. In the end, more than 200 villagers were accused of practicing witchcraft. Over the next few months, 12-year-old Ann Putman and 17-year-old Elizabeth Hubbard, with many others, also joined in. They claimed that the accused witches had used dark magic to harm them and even accused people from neighboring villages and towns. What began as rumors about witchcraft quickly turned into widespread panic, fueling the villagers' fear of outsiders, religious extremism, and deep divisions in the towns. Salem Village, the once peaceful community of 550 people, was overwhelmed by fear and suspicion. From February 1692 to May 1693, Judge Jonathan Corwin presided over the Salem trials, a time marked by intense paranoia and fear. Each time the judge's gavel struck, it seemed to warp justice, leading to the execution of 20 people. 19 of them were hanged on Gallows Hill, stained by false accusations. Another person met a gruesome end, crushed by heavy stones during questioning. Behind bars, 5 more died in the harsh conditions of the town jail, and even animals were not safe from the hysteria. 2 dogs suspected of being involved with the devil were killed. Today, the echoes of the past trials intertwine with the whispers of the unjust, forever mourning their suffering. Salem, Massachusetts still feels the weight of its dark history. Despite the playful witch-themed police cars and candy stick broom treats, there's an eerie feeling in the air. Along Essex Street, where history meets the present, stands the Jonathan Corwin House, also known as the Witch House. It's not just a historic building, it's a painful reminder of the town's unresolved pain.
Oh, God.
As you step inside the witch house, it feels haunted by the accused, their footsteps still echoing on the creaky floors. At dusk, shadows creep in, resembling accusing fingers and ghostly figures that seem to murmur secrets of old sins. It's where the eerie hides, ready to capture anyone who explores its secrets. Within the witch house, you can feel the fear that once filled the air when Judge Corwin passed judgment. Many visitors feel uneasy and leave abruptly, sensing the same anxiety felt by those accused. Whispers seem to float through the air, though no living person speaks, as if ghosts are lingering. Some people have even claimed to have seen ghostly figures, a woman in a bedroom upstairs, a couple fading into mist outside, leaving countless visitors unsettled. At dusk, the witch house comes alive with eerie sounds. The floorboards creak as if walked upon, and furniture groans, seemingly moved by unseen hands. Captured by the lenses of camcorders and cell phones, wispy clouds of ectoplasm and dim flashes of creepy light can be captured, a clear sign that the spirits of the witch house are still restless. However, the witch house isn't the only place where the troubled spirits Corwin judged still linger. In Salem, stories of ghostly encounters stretch far beyond its walls. Bridget Bishop, known for gossip and what people saw as promiscuity, was first accused of witchcraft. When confronted, Bishop boldly said, "I am as innocent as the child unborn." Despite her plea, she was found guilty, and on June 10, 1692, became the first victim hanged on what's now called Gallows Hill, and would later become known as Proctor's Ledge. Strange orbs and misty shapes, similar to those seen at the witch house, have been caught on camera near Gallows Hill. These unsettling sightings come from the site's grim history. Electronics act up as if something's messing with them. When night comes, eerie cries break the silence, making the air feel heavy with sadness. Visitors tell stories of strange encounters, a feeling like someone's touching them when no one's there, or their hair pulled by ghostly fingers. Gallows Hill seems to mix up the real world with something else, a constant reminder of Salem's darkest hour. Situated in the heart of Salem's old streets sits Howard Street Cemetery, where the ground holds centuries of sadness. Across from the old jail, this graveyard connects our world to the spirit world. Photographers have captured some strange things: mysterious fog, glowing orbs dancing in the moonlight, and strange lights that come and go like wandering souls in the dark. For over 100 years, people have told stories about feeling like they're being touched or pushed by someone they can't see. People say they've seen ghostly figures moving between old tombstones and heard silent screams that seem to come from the past. Even though most of the graves are from the 1800s, the cemetery's grim history intertwines intimately with the haunting saga of the witch trials. Another story revolves around the famous 80-year-old Giles Corey, who laughed off accusations from a young Ann Putnam that he was dealing with demons. At first, caught up in the hysteria, Corey even believed the rumors against his own wife, but he soon realized how serious things were. Sheriff George Corwin, wanting to take property of those convicted of witchcraft, threatened to take everything from Corey if he only admitted guilt, which would have hurt his son's inheritance. No one who said they were innocent had been found not guilty. So, in a brave move, Corey decided not to participate in a trial at all. In response to Corey's defiance, Sheriff Corwin acted with brutal cruelty. He stacked heavy stones on Giles Corey's chest, trying to make him confess. Corey endured this torture for 3 agonizing days, but he refused to admit guilt. Each time more stones were added, he shouted, "More weight!" His bravery protected his son's future, but it led to his death. As he lay dying, not from hanging, but from the crushing stones, Corey cursed Corwin and Salem, saying, "Curse you, Sheriff. I curse you and Salem." Following his death, sightings of Giles Corey's ghost have been considered omens of catastrophe. His last appearance in 1914 preceded a catastrophic fire that wiped out half of Salem. The curse appears to extend beyond the village as well, affecting the role George Corwin once held, as every sheriff of Salem since has perished while in office or retired due to heart-related issues. In 1711, colonial authorities recognized the injustice of the Salem Witch Trials and granted pardons to some accused witches, along with compensation to their families. Yet the grim memory of these trials has endured. As recent as July 2022, after more than 330 years, Elizabeth Johnson, the last person convicted as a witch in Salem, was finally declared innocent, bringing closure to a dark period in the town's past. Salem Village, renamed Danvers in 1752, officially became the town of Danvers in 1757, honoring Sir Danvers Osborne, whose life was cut short. Some believe he might have been another victim of the curse Giles Corey cast on Salem just before his gruesome death by peine forte dure, which translates to strong and harsh punishment. The Salem Witch Trials are a powerful reminder of the dangers of fear, superstition, and unchecked authority. That's all for now. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe for more spine-chilling tales. Until next time, thank you for watching.